We went to the New South Wales All Welsh Show this weekend. It was on the Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We went on the Friday and the Sunday with Rhys for his ridden events. This is the Novice 2A Dressage test, which he did, and he did the 2C, and he did 2 working hunter classes and the Children's Ridden Welsh on Friday, and then we go back on the Sunday for his ridden Welsh Hunter and ridden Section D, and I'll put the working hunter and the ridden Welsh classes in next week's video because it's all a little bit too much to have in one video. So this is the 2A, which he did an okay job with. We got an okay kind of marks. We placed 3rd in this, which is nothing too exciting. There was only 3 in it. But he's only young and we're only new at it, and I was reasonably happy with how he goes for the most part. We'd actually done his working hunter classes prior to doing his dressage, so he kind of had his jumping motor on. He was all like, let's go, I'm so excited. But that's the fun of doing lots of different things with the horses, that they need to learn to deal with those kind of changes. And it's all part of the process, isn't it? This is our stretchy circle. He didn't want to stretch at all, really. He just wanted to go. So, yeah. I think we got 63 point something% in this test. We have a little moment in our canter here. He got a bit disunited. We fixed that. He came back to it, and he was a little bit on the ignorant side, and I had a little bit of a rah at him, which, you know, it's not ideal in the ring, but neither's being a bit ignorant. So anyway, that was what that was. And we come across here for our last lengthen. So that was the Novice 2A, and now this is the Novice 2C. It was a bit wild when we went in here to do this. Just as we went in, there was, I don't know, 4 or 5 horses in a laneway, just sort of down to the left of the screen. I don't know if they were trying to catch someone or something, but they all started galloping up and down the hill, which was quite distracting for poor old Rhys. There was all a bit happening. They were doing sheepdog work in the round yard that's a little bit behind where Lily's videoing this from. It was quite the interesting weekend, really. We didn't take Tiger. Tiger's young stock lead classes would have been on the Friday when Rhys was doing his working hunter and his dressage and children's. I had intended to take Tiger in the first place, and then I thought, oh, I don't really want to. If I'm going to go on Friday, I think I'd rather take Rhys and do his dressage and his hunter and things like that, because I find it a bit more enjoyable. As much as I like to get Tiger out and about, and I love to support the classes, especially the young stock classes, I'm just not that big on the lead if I've got ridden options. So that's what I went with. And yeah, I was disappointed when we got there that I didn't have Tiger to do his lead classes, but I made the decision, so I need to suck it up. Anyway, this is the first time he's done the 2C. It's my first time ever doing leg yielding in a dressage test. We scored very, very averagely on this test. It was like nearly all 5s. We got like 51%. It was pretty dismal scoring wise, but I was pretty happy with how he went for the most part. You know, like I said, it's his first time doing it. It's my first time doing it. And I was pretty happy with how he went. I thought it was pretty sad scores, but that's how it is. And yeah, I think our best score was a 6. I think our worst was a 4.5, but so, you know, it could have been worse. But onwards and upwards, as they say. And we've done it now, and we'll go on to do it again. And I'd like to think that we will improve from here.
For the start of the harness classes in ring 4 at 2:45. Please make sure you are at the entry point to ring 4, and the classes will run on straight after each other, so there will be no waiting. So please make sure that you are at ring 4 ahead of time to ensure that you're there in time for your classes. That's the harness classes commencing with class 4015, harness junior driver under 18 years, and then followed by class 4016, harness open driver. Just a call out in preparation at 250, class 2042, Cayenne Park, Best Youngstown, Welsh Building. That class will be held in ring 2, so please make sure that you're eligible, that you are presenting at the mastering area ahead of time. The class will be dubbed at 240, the Cayenne Park, Best Youngstown, Welsh Building, class 2042.
This is the children's ridden Welsh over 14 hands. This was on before the dressage. She actually just done the open working hunter with Lily, and we had a quick saddle change and she changed her boots, and we headed off down to the bottom to do the children's ridden classes. So as you can see, he's the only horse in the ridden Welsh over 14 hands, which he won, and then they go in for champion.
Thank you. Sharon, are you ready, please? Thanks, Sharon. Straight in the ring. Thank you.
This is the champion and reserve ridden children's Welsh pony. It just happened that with the different height classes, they ended up with an A, a B, a C and a D in for champion, which personally I found quite funny. The section B won champion and the C was reserve champion. And Rhys worked around quite well, so we were happy with him. I'm usually happy to take him home. I still love him at the end of the day. And yeah, Lily rode him well. They did a good job. Unfortunately, we had a blowout on the float on the way home on the freeway, but that's okay. We just popped around the corner and changed it. In 15 minutes, we were on our way home again. So thankfully, Lily and I are both capable of dealing with that. So that's part 1 of our video for the New South Wales All Welsh Show. We'll have another one next week with the rest of our classes in it.